Hey everybody, Brian Stensler here, your CCA President here for the CCA Journal and President's Report. Boy, has it been one heck of a year. We're really excited to introduce the new board. I'm proud to be doing a second term of president. We have an amazing executive board. We were welcoming Dr. Jay Sherry to the executive board, who hasn't been there before, and also thanking Dr. Tom Oliver for the service that he did on the CCA executive board. And the rest of the team is going to be all the same. So we're really excited. I'm also so thrilled and so appreciative of the help that you've given us in enabling us to really reorganize this executive board and board of directors, moving from 38 board of directors members to 13. It's going to make our association so much more effective. I'm so grateful for all the votes that came through. It was overwhelming support for this reorganization. It speaks volumes to us, and we're going to work on doing everything we can to make you proud and make the CCA the most efficient and effective chiropractic organization in the world. We also did a lot of reorganization that Penny Cunha, our executive director, has done in the Sacramento level, and the final member of our team had been added. Megan Blackwell started as our director, our member services and marketing director. So we're really excited to have her. Please make sure you go up and say hello to her at the next backyard seminar. Or if you plan on coming to the Sports Symposium at Disney, that's August 21st through the 23rd. We'd love to see you there. Please sign up for that. That's August 21st through the 23rd in Anaheim, California at Disneyland. That's our Sports Symposium. And lots happening up in government affairs. Of course, we have Chris Forsyth, our Director of Governmental Affairs, been doing a great job making sure that chiropractors are getting reimbursed for the services they provide. If you're billing Covered California for the services that are covered by other providers and not getting paid for those, or if you're billing work comp and getting denied there, please send those denials so we have documentation to CCA at calchiro.org or at the fax number below. It's really important that we have all that documented. Of course, we know about SB 277 didn't go the way that we would like. The governor signed it into law, and so it will come into effect 2016. There's still some options to try to get this an injunction on there. Tim Donnelly, former assembly member, radio show host, he's working towards a referendum that would put it on a ballot, which would mean the general population would have to vote against this bill to repeal it. The CCA is not supporting those efforts. Not that we're against the idea of it. We think it's a great idea, but we just are not confident that it's going to work or be as long-standing effectively. So we're supporting the legal challenge. So we're working through different attorney groups that are putting together this legal challenge, and we're going to figure out ways to support them the best that we can. And there's also other options with potential cleanup bills in the future, dealing with public schools, medical exemptions, private school, and so on and so forth. So don't give up. Don't get too frustrated. We're working hard at this. On a positive note, we have been in the light quite a bit. The CCA has gotten more PR than probably we've ever gotten in the history. We've been in several newspapers, from the Sacramento Bee to the Los Angeles Times, the NPR, local NPR in Los Angeles. We've been in the San Jose Mercury News, the New York Times, and we were even in USA Today. I had a friend that read something about me that she was on another continent and saw that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and we've gotten a lot of opportunity to be on the news and talking about the CCA and talking about what's wrong with this bill. I'd like to show some news clips right now, so go ahead and watch these.
In the show, we spoke to California Senator Marty Block about the controversial childhood vaccine bill called SB 277. If it passes, it removes the personal and religious exemptions that parents can cite to opt out or delay childhood vaccines. Well, now we have the other side this morning. Dr. Brian Stensler is here from the California Chiropractic Association, along with concerned mother Rebecca Eastep, who says her son was injured by getting a vaccine. Dr. Stensler, let me start with you. A lot of parents are going to say, why are you sitting there from the California Chiropractors Association speaking on this, not a pediatrician?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of chiropractors themselves get into chiropractic because they themselves choose to have a natural lifestyle, to avoid drugs and surgery when possible. So when patients come to our offices, they want a natural option for health care. So when it comes to things like vaccines, yes, there are a lot of chiropractors that vaccinate their children. There are some that do not as well. And so the parents that come and see us, they're not just leaving their kids vulnerable. They're making sure their kids are, having a fully functioning nervous system. They're eating good food. They're exercising. They're seeing acupuncturists, naturopathic doctors. They're doing a lot of natural things in their lives so that they can build immunity as best as they can for those vaccinations, in particular, that they may choose not to take, if any at all. Now, they're trying to solve a problem that actually does not exist. Senator Pan, when he was an assembly member, had AB 2109, which is in effect, and after just 1 year, decreased the PBEs by almost 20%.
This morning, the fight over child vaccinations continues as opponents protest State Senate Bill 277.
Chiropractors get into the profession typically because we live more of a natural lifestyle. We try to avoid drugs and surgery whenever possible. And the people that we see in our offices also come to us for natural solutions. In fact, many chiropractors, including myself, take care of a lot of children who have injuries, whether they're neurodevelopment disorders and stuff. A lot of the parents claim that they're vaccine injured. And so we're offering a natural solution for them. So we see that there's a big issue here, concerns that parents have, and they're very upset, and our members are very upset about the potential of not being able to have an option to delay vaccine, to selectively vaccinate. It's really important in the informed consent for parents to be able to make that decision with their healthcare provider. Anybody who chooses to selectively vaccinate or delay vaccinate doesn't make them anti-vax. So anyone that goes against this bill is somehow labeled as anti-vax, which is ridiculous. Unvaccinated are not walking time bombs like some people might think. They don't walk around with disease. They're very healthy individuals. They don't build the disease themselves. They pick it up from somebody. And typically, when they pick up a disease from when they pick up a disease that was eradicated in our country, they're getting it from somebody typically from outside of the country. It's not like one unvaccinated child automatically develops the measles. They have to pick it up from somewhere. And so, we look at what's going on in society. These outbreaks are not started by unvaccinated. Sure, an unvaccinated person could carry it and spread it just like a vaccinated could as well.
Good afternoon. Yes, Senate Bill 277 passed just 20 minutes ago in a vote of 23 to 17. But those opposed say it's an invasion of privacy.
As opposed to basically a mandate, lack of informed consent to be able to receive a medical procedure, which comes with some risk, without having that choice. And the authors of the bill, they claim that there is a choice. Sure, there's a choice to not vaccinate and not go to public school, which is a right in the California Constitution. And so to take away a right automatically, that's a form of coercion, which means that it's really not informed consent. There's not an option.
And what was really cool is I had an opportunity to speak at the rally in front of a couple thousand people before the Senate Health Committee meeting and the hearing. And that was really cool because we got to really talk about what chiropractic was about. And since then, we've had a lot of people asking how they can find a chiropractor in their area. So watch this segment.
I urge each and every one of you to continue meeting with your legislators and other people even beyond this. Even if and when we kill this bill, we talk about natural forms of immunity. One of my favorite signs right there, force my veggies, not vaccines. How arrogant to think that the only way of immunization is through pharmaceuticals. What about healthy living? What about fully functioning nerve systems? What about exercise? And the CCA is going to continue to fight this. We're going to fight tooth and nail until this is gone, and we're going to work on changing a culture of healthcare so people know that immunization does not have to come from a needle.
And so there you have it. So CCA getting a lot of press, and the profession of chiropractic, people now knowing what it is that we do and how we can help these communities, and so on and so forth. So we appreciate your support. Don't give up. Let's keep fighting, and we'll see you all soon.